is a really simple dessert, but I guarantee you your guests will love it. It's chocolate pudding pie. Here's how I did it. I started out with a pre-made graham cracker crust that I bought in the supermarket yesterday. And all you do is push back the foil and you save that plastic because that's going to be your lid later on to cover the pie. And I took 2 cups of 2% milk and I put it in a bowl, and we're going to use 1 small package of Jell-O brand instant chocolate pudding. So you just put that in, take a whisk, mix it up, and you want to get this in the pie crust before it starts setting. So I just mixed it all the way through as best I could to get all the lumps out. And you could actually see it was starting to thicken as I was mixing it. So before it sets, you want to dump it in. So here I go. You can see it's getting thicker already. Dumped it in the pie crust. And then I just moved the pie crust aside for a few minutes. And while it was setting, I took a separate bowl with a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 4 tablespoons of powdered sugar, and after the powdered sugar, this is heavy cream. We're going to put 2 cups of heavy cream right on in. And we're going to take an electric mixer and just keep it going. At first, I was getting worried because it wasn't getting thick. So I went back to my previous footage that I shot of the pudding pie, and I was able to see that it took 8 minutes to get from here to here. See how thick it got, the whipped cream? So don't get worried if it looks like you're not getting anywhere. It was 8 minutes of beating it. And now you can see it's nice and thick. And this is going to be our topping for our chocolate pudding pie. You could use any flavor pudding that you'd like here, actually. I've made this with banana pudding, vanilla pudding. But I've noticed people usually like the chocolate one best. So I took everything that I had in the bowl, spread it out over the top. There was one little piece of my pie crust that got dented that I just covered up. So if something like that happens, don't worry. The whipped cream will cover it up. Nobody will know. And I got all the whipped cream spread out. Then I had the idea to take this, it's really like a fruit zester. I'm sure it has a name. And I took a Hershey bar and I just went over the zester with the Hershey bar. And I didn't need much at all. I just wanted to put some chocolate sprinkles on the top here. And I had this little chocolate Christmas cookie and some colored sprinkles. If you put the colored sprinkles on and you save this, the color bleeds out of it. It doesn't really bother me, but if you didn't want that to happen, I would either not put the colored sprinkles or put them on literally like 1 minute before you're serving this. But it did actually look kind of cool with the coloring coming off of the sprinkles into the whipped cream. And here's what it looked like. So you got the crust on the bottom. The chocolate pudding is now set. And our homemade whipped cream.